Good afternoon and thank you for joining us. I'm Elmore alongside my co-host Natalie Craig.
Today we will have an interview about Student Senate by Joanna. We will talk about the demolition of the Birds Union, discuss Andy Warhol's missing painting, and the new Starbucks Rewards program.
All here on HCTV. Welcome back to HCTV.
Tonight the Union is showing The Hunting Ground in support of Sexual Assault Awareness Month. The movie will start at 7:30 p.m. in the Woodruff Auditorium.
Tomorrow, SUA is hosting a night of appetizers and improv comedy in the Hawk's Nest of the Kansas Union. Also that night, they are hosting Grocery Bingo at 7 p.m. Both events are free to KU students.
SUA also has Flicks for Free this Friday at 8 p.m. in the Woodruff Auditorium. They are showing The Walk, an action-packed movie about a tightrope walker.
Also, this Saturday, April 17th at 7 p.m. is KJHK's annual Farmers Ball. This is their Battle of the Bands. It will be at the Bottleneck. Cost is $3 for KU students and $5 for the general public.
After the break, we will be back with Joanna with an interview.
Welcome back. I'm Joanna Campos, and today's special guest is Andrew Davis. He is an independent sophomore candidate running for Student Senate, and he is through the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences division. And so before we jump into Student Senate and what your platforms are, can you tell us a little bit about what you do and what you're involved in here at KU?
Yeah, first I just want to thank you and Joanna and her campus for having me on. My name is Andrew Davis. I'm running for Student Senate as an independent senator. It's not with a particular coalition, so it's pretty exciting. I am a sophomore. I'm from Chicago. I'm studying political science and religious studies. As far as involvement in campus goes, I'm really involved in my church, Antioch, and the college ministry there, as well as a little bit with BSU and Halo as well. So yeah, that's kind of my involvement in campus.
Yeah, that's a wide range of involvement, and let's go ahead and just jump in. So my first question would be, why did you decide to run as an independent candidate instead of with a coalition?
Yeah, so I think that KRKU and 1KU are just doing a great job, and that all of them genuinely want to see the students do well at KU. I personally chose to go as an independent because I wanted to be able to vote just on my conviction instead of having to go with what the party, what the coalition, or the people who helped me get elected with. And so, I have ideas, they have ideas. I think we can both come together and, do something good. But that's primarily why.
Awesome. And so what are your platforms? What are your goals?
Yeah, so there's a lot of them, but I'll just go with the big one. The first one is or not in any particular order, but the Daily Kansan is a big one. As a lot of people know, if you don't know, the Daily Kansan currently is underfunded. They would get about $2 per student, and that was cut through the Student Senate for a wider range of reasons that we won't necessarily get into. But I believe that they should be fully funded at $2, and so if elected, that's one of the things that I would stand for, is that they should be fully funded. Jobs, internships, experiences for students come through the Daily Kansan, and so I think it's huge that we keep that tradition alive.
Awesome. And do you have any other platforms besides?
Yeah.
The
next one is sexual assault I believe that there's more that Student Senate could do to protect everyone here on campus. So I believe that we should hold the IOA to a higher standard when it comes to investigating students and investigating matters of sexual assault. And so if elected, I would have them come to Student Senate and tell us about what they've been doing and ways we can help them. I think there should also be more done to help students that are coming in as freshmen and first-year students at KU. They should have the knowledge of what's happening on campus and how do you preserve evidence if you've been raped or have been assaulted, et cetera. And so having that information available, educating our students, and then making sure that when these things do happen, that they are properly handled is the things that I stand for.
Awesome. And what are some obstacles that you have, challenges that you have faced while, thinking of your platforms or just in general as an independent candidate?
So the obvious one is just not being a coalition. That just comes with a wide variety of challenges. Getting funding was a big one. And then just having a team of people. I've been blessed enough to have friends family who've given to the campaign and who've helped me with design and with chalking and with getting all this stuff available with these buttons that are really awesome.
Get yourself one.
Exactly. So all those things were a huge obstacle. Where it's just it's just you instead of a coalition and a team of people. But it soon started to come together, so yeah.
And how will you take these challenges and obstacles? What have you learned? And if you are given the opportunity to sit, at Student Senate every Wednesday night, how will you take these challenges that you are now learning into that position?
Yeah, so I've learned a lot. I think the first one is how to do a lot of things yourself. And then just comes to pretty much everything, making sure that you can balance both, running a campaign and doing Senate and then also school and other commitments that I have as well. And I think also just learning to work with people. Everyone is different. We all have different values that we bring to the table. We all have different gifts and different talents that we have. And so learning to be okay, I'm not good at this, but this person's really good at this. How do I move myself out of the way and then let that person do what they think, they're good at or what they're passionate about. And so learning to cooperate with people for a greater cause is what I'm about, and that's what I plan to do when I'm with Senate.
Okay, and lastly, how can, you mentioned students being differently and, acting in a different way. How can the student body come together and support you and take action this week?
Yeah, so the first one is obviously voting. I know that is kind of a taboo in our culture, but last year, a little less than 20% of students actually voted. And so upping the number, we need voter participation, period, because it shows the support of the students. The second thing is obviously vote for me. Yeah, so I'm running as an independent for the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. I'm running for the junior senior division, and so you'll kind of see Andrew Davis, class, junior senior, and then independent by my name. I also have a Facebook page that's Drew for KU as well, and so there, that's how you can help.
Yeah, and how can you elaborate a little bit about how voting works? What time will they open, and what time does it close? Yeah,
so the voting starts tomorrow, Wednesday, April 13th, at 6 a.m. You can vote Westco Beach or Daisy Hill. And so you could go there on a computer, election commission or people from there will have laptops. You could do that. I was also informed by the Elections Commission that there would be a link sent out to students to vote through Rock Chalk Central, which is so much more convenient because you don't have to go anywhere. So you could go through the link, literally go through the link. If beforehand you want to check out the coalitions and our pages and all that stuff and what people are running for, make a decision and then go and vote and then encourage other people to do so as well. It's really convenient. It's really easy.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us today. And be sure to go out there and vote Wednesday and Thursday. And we wish Andrew Davis the best of luck. We'll be back after the break.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Welcome back. I'm Kimberly Gastelum with your weekly news. Yesterday marked the start to the destruction of the Burge Union. The process is expected to take about 2 to 3 weeks. Once completed, construction on a new union will begin to connect new science buildings. Both constructions will be finished by the fall of 2018. Last week, the infamous painting of Andy Warhol of Campbell's soup cans was stolen from a Missouri Art Museum named Springfield. The painting was held in the exhibit, The Electric Garden of Our Minds, British American Pop. The FBI is offering a $25,000 reward for any information with answers. Many have been affected by the budget cuts of the United States military, including towns like Junction City, Kansas. The town of 25,000 residents has lost in recent years over 2,000 soldiers and civilian staffers. In the mountain of fighting in Iraq and Afghanistan, it is common for towns located near military bases, such as Fort Riley, to be prompted for uncertain economic futures. That will wrap up our news for the week. After the break, we have Maggie and Taylor with entertainment.
Welcome back. I'm Maggie alongside my co-host Taylor. Megan Fox and Brian Austin Green's divorce is said to be put on hold for a while due to an unexpected pregnancy. Baby number 3 is not only possibly keeping the duo together, but it might even bring added happiness into their rocky marriage. The loving parents are working really hard to be together and work as one unit. So far, no future hearings for the divorce are scheduled at this time.
Starbucks has officially launched new rewards program and loyal customers are not happy. The new program requires more money spent and more trips to Starbucks in order to earn rewards. To add to the frustration of the new program, Starbucks is also asking people to update their app. Unfortunately, as people update their app, they are realizing that the drinks they previously earned disappear. Getting between angry people and their caffeine might be a big mistake on Starbucks' end.
Legendary TV producer and entertainer David Guest has been found dead in his London hotel room. His granddaughter Stephanie Davis took to Twitter saying, "My heart is broken. Granddad has gone. We made plans and I'm gutted I won't see you again." The 62-year-old star was scheduled to go on tour throughout the United Kingdom.
Well, that looks like that's all we have for you for entertainment news. Stay with us, and after the break, Peyton will be back with the sports.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Welcome back. I'm Peyton Cross with your weekly sports news. The #1 basketball recruit in the nation, Josh Jackson, announced last night that he will be playing for the University of Kansas next year. The 6'7" wing turned down Michigan State, although he is a Detroit native, and Arizona to be a Jayhawk next season. Jackson's 6'10" wingspan will be a vital addition to KU's defense. Jackson led his high school team to 2 state championship titles before moving on to play in Napa, California for the past 2 seasons and averaging 26.9 points this winter. His mother told Detroit Free Press, "Kansas had the plan and roadmap, and they laid it out for me. I could see the future they had planned for Josh from his freshman year to his senior year." Former Kansas running back Brandon Bourbon had been missing since April 2nd. He was found dead on Friday inside a van in rural Missouri. Police stated that it was an apparent suicide. Bourbon quickly became the star of his small hometown with his football skills in high school, but several injuries at KU led him to transfer to the Division II program at Washburn for his senior season. After returning home after graduation, Bourbon was feeling pressure by those around him to continue playing football, according to his childhood friends. His best friend said because of this, he noticed a difference in Bourbon's behavior in the past few weeks from his usual strong and kind self. KU had a moment of silence before their spring game on Saturday in honor of Bourbon. Kansas baseball took on 6th-ranked TCU on Sunday at Hoagland Ballpark. KU was winning 4-3 at the end of the 4th inning and seemed to be ready to keep up with the Horned Frogs. However, in the top of the 5th inning, TCU came out strong and started off scoring 8 runs on 6 hits with no outs in the inning. The inning eventually ended with a score of 11-4. The Jayhawks came back with 2 runs late in the game, but they could not overcome their beating in the 5th inning, ending the game with a TCU win at 14-6. Kansas City Royals played the Minnesota Twins this weekend, winning all 3 games. The Royals showed their talent in the game on Saturday with a 7-0 win. Moustakas, Kane, and Morales all had a home run in the game. This was Moustakas' 2nd home run thus far this season. Twins outfielder Danny Santana strained his right hamstring during the game and was put on the disabled list. The KC Royals are now 4-2 for this season. Sporting Kansas City bounced back on Saturday from its Week 4 loss to Real Salt Lake, going on the road and shutting down the New York Red Bulls 2-0. Both Benny Filibar and Tom Dwyer scored on each side of halftime at the Red Bull Arena. This win put Sporting back into first place in the Major League Soccer with 12 points through 5 matches. Sporting KC will be celebrating the club's 20th anniversary and will be taking on the Colorado Rapids tomorrow night. Kickoff is set for 7:30 p.m. at Children's Mercy Park. That's all we have for sports this week. Natalie and Al will be back after the break.
So Al, how do you feel about the new Starbucks Rewards program? Well, I mean, I'm not a very big Starbucks drinker and I rarely go there. So, I mean, it doesn't affect me, but how do you think about it, you know? Do you like it or?
Yeah, I've actually been a Gold Card member since 2010. So it's
wow,
been,
we got a proud Gold Card
yeah, so it's
member.
a long time. And I really like Starbucks. I like, every single one that I would buy, I'd get a star to go towards a free drink. And after 12 stars, you get a free drink. But now you just spend it's like per dollar amount, you could get like 100-something stars before. So you basically spend like $100 before you get a free drink. So.
But how many times do you go there a week? Like, isn't it supposed to wrap up,
It's supposed to, but I mean, I think I only go there like once a week. I've tried to, cut back now.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But hopefully, maybe the new program will grow on me and it'll be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know that it was National Pet Day yesterday?
I did. I saw lots of pictures on Instagram of all these cute little pets. It made me miss my dog, Dash. He's back home, sadly.
Oh, what kind of dog is he?
He's a golden doodle, so a mix between a golden retriever and a poodle.
Those are always so cute. I'm always looking at puppies on Pinterest.
Yeah. Do you have any pets?
Yeah, I do. I have 2 poodles named Babe and Paisley, so I really miss them a lot. But they're up in Minnesota enjoying the nice weather, so can't wait to see them soon.
Yeah. Well, that's all we have. That's all we have for our show today. Thank you for joining us here on HerCampusTV.
Have a great night.